Microsoft's watching your every move, and they're not even trying to hide it anymore. They've cooked up this new feature called Recall that saves every darn thing you do on your computer. Every pixel your mouse moves, every embarrassing website you visit at 3 a.m, it's all there, just waiting to make your life a mess. Now Microsoft's trying to sell this as some helpful tool to find that random email you sent 3 weeks ago. But let's cut the nonsense. This is about control and surveillance, plain and simple. Once you click agree on that end-user license agreement, Microsoft can flip a switch and suddenly your whole digital life is an open book. But who cares, right? Well, a lot of people do, and for good reason. This isn't just about finding old emails, it's about a corporation having a detailed catalogue of your entire online existence. Microsoft's gotten so much backlash they've had to delay Recall's rollout. But don't fool yourself, they haven't scrapped it. They're just waiting for the right moment to sneak it into the standard Windows license when no one's looking. And this isn't some isolated incident. Microsoft's been getting more and more grabby with our data. From forced updates to data collection, Windows users are losing control bit by bit. Recall is just the latest in a long line of privacy-invading bull. So what's the alternative? Linux, baby. It's like the Rebel Alliance fighting against the Microsoft empire. Open source, transparent, and no hidden features watching in the shadows. You're in control, not some faceless corporation. But here's the thing. All this spying comes at a cost, and I'm not just talking about your privacy. Your computer's performance takes a hit too. Windows comes loaded with more useless apps than a dollar store sells useless rubbish. And don't even get me started on the updates. You're in the middle of something important, and bam, Windows decides it's update o'clock. Your computer turns into a stuttering mess and you're left staring at the annoying "Updating, please do not turn off your computer" screen. Linux, on the other hand, is lean, mean, and runs like a dream on hardware that would make Windows cry. No useless bloatware eating up your performance, no forced updates, and it handles multitasking like a boss. Boot times? Lightning fast. Memory usage? Lower than my expectations for a good Michael Bay movie. So, are you ready to stop watching loading screens and start actually using your computer? Linux is waiting, and it's faster than ever. The choice is yours. Stick with the bloated, sluggish Windows experience or embrace the speed and efficiency of Linux. Your computer and your sanity will thank you. Oh, and did I mention it's free? Yeah, that's right. No strings attached, unlike that free Windows 10 upgrade that's been secretly spying on you for years. Time to make that switch, folks. Your privacy and your computer's performance are counting on it. Alright folks, gather round because we're jumping into the heart of what makes Linux so flippin' appealing. The open source philosophy. Now, if you're not familiar with what open source means, let me break it down for you. It's like having a recipe book where every single recipe is available for anyone to see, tweak, and share. Unlike Windows, where the code is locked up tighter than Fort Knox, Linux is all about transparency. So who cares, right? Well, you should. With open source software, there are no hidden surprises. Remember that creepy recall feature we talked about earlier? If something like that existed in Linux, the community would spot it immediately and bash the nonsense out of it. Why? Because Linux isn't developed by some greedy corporation looking to make a quick buck. It's built and improved by a global community of developers and enthusiasts who actually care. Features are added because they're useful, not because they'll line someone's pockets. And here's the best part, because anyone can contribute, bugs are squashed faster than you can say Windows Update, and new features roll out quicker than a hot knife through butter. While no system is 100% secure, the open nature of Linux means that many eyes are constantly reviewing the code for vulnerabilities. As the saying goes, given enough eyeballs, all bugs are shallow. But it doesn't stop there. The open source philosophy extends beyond just the operating system. Many applications available for Linux are also open source. This gives you the freedom to choose software based on its capabilities, not because it's the only option available. For those of you who are into tech, the open source nature of Linux is like a playground. You can dive into the code, see how things work, and even contribute your own improvements. It's a fantastic learning opportunity. And let's not forget the ethical side of things. Many people are drawn to Linux because of the principles behind open source software. It's about believing in a world where knowledge is shared freely, where technology is a tool for empowerment rather than control. So are you ready to embrace a more open and transparent computing experience? Linux and its open source philosophy are waiting for you. And of course, it's still available for a whopping $0 per month. I hear you thinking, Linux is just for tech geeks and programmers, right? Think again. The myth that Linux is difficult to use is rapidly becoming outdated. Modern Linux distributions have made huge steps in user-friendliness, making it easier than ever for everyday users to make the switch. Gone are the days when using Linux meant typing cryptic commands into a terminal all day. Modern Linux distributions, or distros, like Linux Mint and Zorin OS, offer intuitive, user-friendly interfaces that rival Windows and Mac OS. Linux Mint is often recommended for beginners, providing a familiar desktop environment that closely resembles Windows. It's stable, easy to navigate, and comes with a suite of pre-installed applications to get you started right away. Zorin OS is another excellent choice for newcomers, offering a smooth, modern interface with a layout similar to Windows. It's designed to be user-friendly, and it comes with features that make the transition from Windows as easy as possible. Installing Linux used to be a daunting task, but not anymore. Modern distributions have streamlined the installation process, making it as simple as installing any other operating system. Many Linux distributions offer live USB versions, allowing you to try the operating system without installing it on your hard disk. This way you can test the waters before jumping into the sea. The installation wizards and distributions like Linux Mint and Zorin OS guide you through the process step by step, ensuring you don't get lost along the way. If you're not ready to fully commit, you can set up a dual boot system, allowing you to keep Windows and Linux on the same machine. This way you can switch between the two operating systems as needed. One of the biggest struggles for new Linux users has traditionally been software installation. However, modern package managers and software centers have simplified this process significantly. Distributions like Linux Mint come with a software manager that functions like an app store. You can browse, install, and update applications with just a few clicks. Tools like Flatpak and Snap make it easy to install and manage software. These package managers handle dependencies and updates, ensuring your applications run smoothly. The Linux community is one of its greatest strengths. There are countless forums, tutorials, and resources available to help you navigate any challenges you might face. Websites like Ask Ubuntu and Linux Mint forums are filled with knowledgeable users ready to help with any questions you might have. There are numerous YouTube channels dedicated to Linux, offering tutorials on everything from basic setup to advanced customization. And most distributions come with detailed documentation that covers installation, configuration, and troubleshooting. The Linux community has created extensive documentation and forums. Whether you're using Linux Mint, Zorin OS, or any other distributions, there's a wealth of knowledge at your fingertips. Many Linux communities have active Discord servers or internet relay chat channels where you can get help in real time. It's like having a tech support team on standby for free. The open-source nature of Linux fosters a culture of sharing and collaboration. Users often create and share scripts, themes, and tutorials to help others. Modern Linux distributions are designed to handle everyday tasks with ease. Whether you're browsing the web, working on documents, or even gaming, Linux has you covered. Popular browsers like Firefox and Chrome are available on Linux, ensuring a common browsing experience. LibreOffice, powerful and free Office suite, comes pre-installed on many distributions. It offers compatibility with Microsoft Office formats so you can continue working on your existing documents. Thanks to tools like Steam Proton and Lutris, gaming on Linux has never been better. Many popular games run smoothly on Linux, and the list of compatible titles is growing every day. So, still think Linux is too complicated? With its improved user-friendliness, Linux is ready for everyone. Give it a try and see for yourself. It's free. You've got nothing to lose. Alright, listen up you tech-hungry barbarians, because I'm about to blow your mind with the secret weapon of Linux, the great community. You think switching to Linux means you're going to be left high and dry? Nope. The Linux community is like an army of nerds ready to back you up. And let me tell you, it's not just about fixing your mistakes, it's about learning stuff you never even knew existed. Unlike Windows, where everything's hidden behind fancy general user interfaces like it's some kind of digital strip club, Linux lets you peek under the hood. You'll be elbow deep in file systems and package management before you know it. It's like a playground for your brain. And don't even get me started on problem solving. Remember when I talk about using the terminal? Each time you mess it up, and trust me, you will, it's a chance to learn something new. You'll be troubleshooting like an end boss in no time. And here's the thing, Linux isn't just an operating system, it's a gateway drug to the whole flippin' tech world. Before you know it, you'll be knee-deep in programming, automating stuff left and right. And guess what? The tech industry eats that stuff up like candy. And let's not forget about the ethical side of things. Remember all that privacy bull with Windows? Linux teaches you about open source software and how not to be a digital dingbat. Now, I know what you're thinking. But I'm too noob to learn all this. But you don't have to learn everything at once. Start small, dual boot if you're chicken and work your way up. Yeah, you'll get frustrated. Yeah, you'll probably want to punch your monitor once or twice, but every problem you solve is another step towards being a Linux boss. So, are you ready to join a community of learners and innovators? Or are you going to keep using this spying Windows computer? Linux isn't just an operating system, it's your ticket to a whole new world of computing knowledge. Alright, listen up, you tech-enslaved sheep. It's time to wake up and join the Linux revolution. You've been bent over by big tech for too long, it's time to fight back. Let's break it down. Privacy invaded? Check. Sick of forced updates? Check. Tired of bloatware? Check. Want better performance? Check. Linux is the answer, and it's about to rock your world. It's private as Ryan, secure as Fort Knox, customizable as your wildest dreams, efficient as a German assembly line, and free as the Statue of Liberty. Windows recall feature? More like recall your privacy, you corporate butt kissers. Linux doesn't spy on you, it doesn't sell your data, and it sure doesn't force you to update when you're in the middle of a gaming session. Ready to make the switch? It's easier than you think. 1. Choose a beginner-friendly distribution like Linux Mint or Zorin OS. 2. Dual boot that bad boy to test the waters. 3. Dive into the supportive Linux community. We're nicer than we sound, I promise. Don't let big tech control your computer like it's their property. Join the Linux revolution now. It's time to taste true digital freedom. Feel the power of open source coursing through your veins. Take action. Hit the like button. Download a Linux distribution today and experience what it's like to actually own your computer. The revolution is here and it's powered by penguins. Linux, because forget letting anyone else control your digital life. And subscribe, of course.